Hi everyone, this is Tega here, and let's continue the Python series. So today we'll be discussing on this zip function in Python. So zip in the sense already we know zip, like it's like by the name hearing you can understand what the function will perform, what kind of task. So zip in the sense like it will be used for connecting the connect and the two items, like two things. It will connecting two things. So here what we will do here, we'll take some examples here for to understand the better. So here we will take one couple of values in this. Here I'll take some employees like Andy, some employee, okay, like and then Sandy, okay, then I will take one more is for Candy, okay, then again I will take one more is this, okay, another one I'll take here. Yeah, Pandy, I will take Pandy. Then one more thing I will take for Andy one more time to showing you another okay. Then another one I will take example for company, okay. So these people are working in one of the companies, like, okay, so they are working in one company, like Andy is working in TCS, okay, and then another Sandy is working in IBM, okay, then here, then Candy is working in Wipro, like Wipro company, and Pandy is working in Microsoft MS, and again the Andy is working in SAM TCS. Okay, so here what I can do here. Okay, what first of all I will execute this two. Okay, tuples. This is also tuple, right? Tuple of value. We can see here tuple of values. Tuple. Five values are there, right? So now I just want to add zip function. How it will work? It will connect the two values. How it will take? It will take this first and this index value will be attached with this value will be attached with this. So like this, based on the indexing, the value will be attaching each other. Okay, so for that what I will do here, first of all I'll just take like zip. Here you can see here, you can see it contains two methods, like two values, like. So here what I will pass, I will pass employee comma, then the second thing I'll pass like company. Okay, done. Now for example, and think I'll store in one variable like z. Okay, done. Now if I just want to execute, then what happens? See, I've executed, and if I want to print z1, if I want to print z1, then what happens? We'll see. If I just want to print z1, see what happened. We got something. There is no error, but we got something, some address. So what I will do here, better I will typecast in the list. Will typecast in the list. So here I will typecast it in the list. And one more thing, we can check the type also here. So with the help of type method, we know already, we have discussed in another video. Okay, so here first I will do execute this line. Okay, now I will get the type is list. Yeah, now I will execute this value. So here we can see here Andy is connected to TCS, Sandy is working in IBM, Andy is working in Wipro, Pandy is working in Microsoft, Andy is again working in TCS. Okay, so here like this we can go. Now same thing, if I want to work this, okay, my these things, okay, and the list, in the place of list, if I just want to typecast in the sets, then what happens? My this duplicate value and this duplicate, that time the duplicate value, it will not be there in this sets, but in the list duplicate values will be there. That's why I have taken these duplicate values. So here you can see here, and here I will do one thing. I will give like z2, so you'll understand better. Okay, z2 I have given. Okay, so here now I will select all these three lines. We'll see here. Now see, we'll type it. Uh, just one second. Yeah. Now I will see here. Type is set. Okay, we can see its class is set type. Okay, now the 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. There is no fifth element. Is, I mean, this fifth value is not, the pair of fifth is not available. Okay, This for sets, duplicate value will not be there. In the dictionary also we'll be having same thing. If I'll go for dictionary, I will not be having the duplicate values because the duplicate key is not allowed in the dictionary. Value will be duplicate, no problem, but duplicate key is not allowed. So here I will typecast in the dict also. Dict. Now we will go for these things. See, I got here class is dictionary type. Then value you can see here. This is value. Okay. So here TCS. This here you can see the value is in dictionary. Here colon symbol is there. Here you can see like this. Here this bracket, angular bracket. Here we can see like this. We can go for this. One more thing I would like to say here, like some. For example, someone will ask you display this value with the help of for loop. So we can with the iterator in the sense for loop. I will go the for loop. I will write like x comma y. Then in first I will go for z1. Okay, so then print x comma y. Okay, so first we will check it. See, we got like this. See, ND is working TCS, this ND is working IBM, Candy is working Wipro, Panda is working MS, and is TCS. Like this you can see here. Here you can see how already we know, and you can go and watch our other videos in, for loop how we are done. So here I taken in Z1, Z1 in the Z1 I'm in Z1 I will taking each value x comma y. If I'll go for Z2 also, then what how I will go for in Z2, then I will print x comma y, x comma y I will take it, then it will display like this. Okay, in this you can see but duplicate value is not there in sets. Like this duplicate value will not be allowed. If I'll go for z3 also we can go. See now what how I'll go in z3, x comma y in z3, but in z3 we need to take one method like items because it's a dictionary now. So dictionary, for the dictionary we need to go for this particular method, or else it will throw an exception. So I'll write here x comma y. Now I will execute these lines. So for, here also we get the same output. There is no duplicate value. So in interview maybe they can ask you why you are going for this zip function. So zip function means combining the two values, like whether the value is in dictionary format, whether the value in list format, whether the value in tuple format, whether the value in list format. If the values are in any, some other format, okay, based on your program requirement, but to combine all the like values like according to their like this index numbers, that time we can go for this zip function. So like this it's very useful. Even though we have we'll be using some other videos, you can see I will be using other this functionality how it will work, so that time you will understand better. So this much only in this session. Okay, and thanks for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Bye bye, have a good day.